Virgo, let's get straight to it, shall we? Okay, I'm doing this off the cuff because I've done a reading just with Leo and Libra, and I'm going to do Capricorn next because I've been dealing with an energy that's come through of four of you guys all connected. Also, a Sagittarius energy is creeping in as well. So, Leo, Sagittarius, Virgo, Capricorn, all coming through. And I'm going to give you a rundown, Leo, of what I'm seeing here. Firstly, shadow cards out, okay? Some moon energy. And it's not a negative. This is a really juicy energy I'm coming with today. I'm coming quick, fast. I'm talking hella quick because I'm channeling, because I'm excited, baby. And it's a situation of, there was this shadow, this dark night of the soul, this bullshit you were going through. You weren't speaking on it. You were keeping it to yourself. It was blocking your throat chakra. But guess what? Woo! Liberation, baby. Your throat chakra is now liberated. I see triumph. I see balance. I see intuition being on point. Whatever the case was in the past, there was something that had you trapped in fear, anxiety, stress in your head about something, psychological torment, psychological stresses from the past, yeah? You know about stresses, you know about pain body, you know about low vibrational energy, you know about inferences from other people, you know about energy vampires, you know about dementors, you know about negative motherfuckers that want to leech onto your energy when you don't want fucking none of it. And even when you get them out of your aura, somehow they still manage to penetrate your energy field. I don't know how they fucking do it. It's so unbearable. But they manage to weasel their way in with a little comment, a little remark, a little this, a little that. They will find a way to energetically blast you from miles away. And you're like, bitch, what? I was feeling great. Suddenly now I had a thought about you, or energy will come in and you're ruining my day and you're not even here. How? How are you doing this? What is this sorcery I feel? And it's that kind of energy, right? There was all this negative energy around you, all of this sorcery vibration. Now, I hate coming over here and talking about sorcery and stuff like that because I like to stay high vibrational and I like to stay more just like energy, matter, life force, blah, blah, blah. But the truth of the matter is sorcery is a real thing. Satanist, dark witches, they all do exist. So I would like to say that there was a curse on you, big facts. Someone was putting some kind of obi or some negative energy on you. I don't want to be fuckery. I feel my energy getting real, like, light and enlightened as I speak about this. Because you were definitely cursed. You were definitely obied. Someone was doing some black magic or darkness towards you because they didn't want to see you win. They were trying to block your blessings and prevent you. But at the end of the day, when you're a child of God, guess what? You cannot touch a child of God. You cannot touch a child of God. You can try all day, every single day of the week, but you cannot touch a child of God. And that is what's clear here. That's what's evident here. Yeah? You're moving with the right energies. Also, you might have loads of passed on loved ones in spirit. The best thing about having passed on loved ones in spirit, I will talk from experience, because I've got loads now, and they all died over the last 3 years. During COVID, I just started losing family members left, right, and centre. Painful, devastating, heartbroken. But guess what happened as a result? Oh my God. My spirit team is lit. I can do whatever I want in this lifetime now because all I've got to do is call my grandparents, my dad, family, friends, people I know in spirit that have passed on. They're going to have my back straight away. I don't even need to call on them. Anytime I'm in trouble, anything's coming towards me, they're just going to move it out of my way straight away. Because I talk to them, I engage with them, I spend time in the higher realms and I connect with the Most High. So no one can fuck with my energy. No one can fuck with me. Only I can fuck with me when I don't believe in myself. My only issue is when that imposter syndrome creeps in. I've got some content out about imposter syndrome. The only thing that slows me down and prevents me from winning in life is when I believe I am less than. And I feel like that's what's happened here. Is you got to be careful of who you let into your network and around you, because certain energies and vibrations will either unconsciously project their lack onto you, making you feel like you're less than and you can't achieve certain things. Like if you're really ambitious, you're like, I'm building this, I'm creating this, I'm doing that in my life, and they could never do that. They don't even know how you're even comprehending the idea of doing that. So they're portraying that energy, they're projecting their inability to comprehend that back to you, and then they're making you feel like that's a you problem. It's not a you problem. They're the dickheads that can't comprehend your excellence. That's them. That's on them. But it takes a real strong Virgo in the face of those moments to still stay true to yourself and still be aligned to your highest self, and then not be wavered by that vibration that's coming at you. That's the energy vampirism right there. That's when you're getting fucked over because you're like, no, this person that I value and their opinion and their thoughts and feelings, I value them. But if they can't value what I'm saying, then that must mean I'm not valuable. No. Don't you dare be a conformist. Don't you dare get roped into the ideologies of you need another to validate your successes in life, because if you do that, you'll be waiting the rest of your fucking life for success and it will never meet you. You know what I mean? You have to keep going on your own. And I'm a testament to that. I'm so rowdy and wild over here now. And I used to be so timid and so scared to say stuff and so in my feelings. And I used to cry all the time. about every little thing in life, and it used to weigh on me. I'm still a crybaby now, I'm not gonna lie, but it's different now when it's not coming from a place of trauma and pain, and I feel that energy coming through for my gorgeous Virgos today, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, no, 2, 4, 6, 8 major arcanas. There's only 2 cards here that are not major. I'm looking at major triumph and success here. Ace of Swords, clarity in the mind space. I love this reading as well because it's Virgo, I'm Virgo, and I resonate with this reading really nice. Especially the last reading I put out, I think you might want to check it out. It's got Xena Warrior Princess on the thumbnail, and I'm screaming about throat chakra release and all of that. I go quite intense in that reading, a real purge of the old self. So feel free to enjoy that. You might resonate with the concepts I bring up in there. But here, it is that awakening. We're looking at wisdom. We're looking at solitude. We're looking at a really grounded sense of self. We're looking at elegance, beauty, independence, acceleration, growth, speaking your truth. And let me tell you a quick story. This is why they brought me here today. This is the message for Virgos today, and this is the story I need to share with you, okay? Now, throughout my whole time, over the last, let's say 2 years on social media, on my old accounts, when I was building a following and doing some research on my old accounts, I was connecting with people and I was trying to document their stories and do some one-to-ones to get their perspective on life and let them share their experiences with me about why they were on the platform, what they were doing on social media, who they wanted to be, different artists and influencers from all walks of life, right? And the main thing that makes me emotional to think about this as well, because it's so fucking hard hitting, right? But the main thing that was the common denominator when I spoke to all of these influencers and what their struggle was, it was a situation of they really struggled with the throat chakra. The throat chakra was the continuing factor, and we need our throat chakras on the platform. We need our throat chakras every day in life to speak our truth, right? There's no point having your root, your sacral, your solar, and your heart all in place if you can't get it out your fucking throat. Do you know what I mean? So the main thing, when I spoke to all these influencers, like they're like, I can't really say what I really want to say on the platform. I can't really speak my truth entirely. And you would think it would be because of the parameters or the rules and the regulations, but it wasn't. It was rooted in childhood trauma. It was rooted in the inner child. It was rooted in my family and friends don't know this about me yet. My family and friends would look at me otherwise if I told them how I really felt. If I really spoke my truth, it would look bad on my family and friends. It would implicate my family and friends, and that was the common denominator that blew my mind away. And this is what I'm sharing with you today because I think it's important for you guys. And I get angry and enraged when it comes to this topic as well, because I keep screaming, and I had a whole month in January just screaming, other people's sin, it should not be your burden. Other people's sin should not be your burden. Your throat chakra should not be locked. Your tongue should not be tapered down because somebody else who is meant to be a family or friend, remember what those words mean. What is family? What is friends? They're certainly not someone who would force your tongue to be tapered down to accommodate their sin and their lack and their failings in their lifetime. Other people's failings in their lifetime, other people's sin in their lifetime is not your burden in your lifetime. That's the fucking problem here. And until we are strong enough as independent, unique beings, I'm talking to Virgos as well, so this is hard hitting because you guys are the perfectionists. You guys are the hermits. You're the ones that fucking go within and do the work. So imagine all the other fucking signs out there. Bear in mind, guys, if you want zodiac roast, they're coming. I'm going to start roasting some zodiacs because I'm working a lot more in the corporate lane now and I haven't got time to be all airy, fairy, super healing. I like to skip around the house like I'm a fairy all the time, but my life's too mad right now. So I need to get aggy and raw sometimes. So I'm going to start roasting zodiacs on here just for the bants. It's going to be real readings, but I'm going to roast them and wake them up. So if you're interested in getting your zodiac sign roasted when you're in dark night of the soul and you need your ass to get out of it, let me know and I'm gonna roast you. Okay, so hit me in the comments and I'll be putting out some zodiac roasts. Let me know the sign that you like the least and I'll roast them for you as well. But on that note, right, like, do not allow your history, your upbringing, and this is hard hitting, and this is also for me. So I need to lead by example, okay? Because my stuff that's happened in my upbringing, stuff that I've seen, I've been a testament to, the testimony of different situations in my life. I've let hold me prisoner. I've let my inner child be broken for so many years internally because I refuse to speak on what I've witnessed and what I've seen and what I've gone through. Like, imagine going through abuse and then not being able to speak about the abuse in adulthood. And feeling like you're trapped at the tongue because you can't speak on the abuse that you went through. And if you dare bring up the abuse, it's going to make the abuser look bad. What kind of fucking life is that to live? Oh my God, I'm a grown adult who got abused in childhood, but I can't speak about my childhood abuse because it will make my abuser look bad. No, that means you're still in a cycle of abuse, at least psychologically, at least emotionally, mentally. You're wondering why you can't evolve spiritually. You're wondering why you're blocked. You're wondering why the same thing keeps occurring in your life over and over again because your throat chakra can't move anywhere. Yeah? So that means all your fucking lower chakras from the throat down, bear in mind you've only got the third eye and crown above that, they're light work. So if you can't tap in your throat and go all the way down to the root, and you're just sitting there for the rest of you, most people in this lifetime will not be able to get their throat chakra totally cleaned up. So they will spend their whole life bouncing from the throat to the root, throat to the root, throat to the root. Do you know how easy it is to move from when you break through the throat and you get to the third? The third eye and the crown. You're moving lavish. Your life changes drastically. That's one of the pinnacle moments on the journey. But that don't happen a lot. A lot of people can't do that because they're bound to the throat. The throat's got them fucking bound because the throat's the truth. The absolute fucking truth. And the truth hurts. Yeah? What is that? I always say this quote and I can't remember it now. It's on my Instagram. Something about the truth. The truth that truth reveals is a hard sword to yield. Do you get it? If you know about swords in tarot, the truth is a hard truth to yield. Yeah? Because you got to cut through any bullshit in your life. You got to cut through any psychological barriers. You got to be fearless. You got to be bold. You got to be brave. You really got to say fuck you to your family and friends. Because the main thing here is with this message is, for example, I don't really talk to a majority of my friends from back in the days anymore. If I was really going to get real about it, I could start saying why. They ain't going to like it. They're not going to like it because it doesn't reflect badly on them. But once again, that's my perspective. And I'm not coming through in a judgmental way. I'm speaking my truth. So all of us need to have the ability to speak our truth without worrying, oh, that person's going to be offended because they're one of those people that I don't speak to anymore and they're going to think it's about them. So let them think it's about them. You don't fuck with them for a reason. Let them have their feelings. They're valid. If they want us to pipe up and use their throat chakra as well, round of applause, we're all ascending. Do you get it? But there's no point sitting on trauma and wanting to talk about your life story, talk about what you've been through, talk about how you've got to where you're at today, but you can't do that because your throat chakra is blocked because you don't want to speak about a friend from the past or a scenario from the past that makes them look like a dickhead or outs them for doing something dodgy or illegal or sinful. No, we can't go around in this lifetime backing other people's sin. I'm not going to talk about the abuse I experienced in childhood because, oh my gosh, that my abuser's not going to be happy. Fuck that. Free yourself. That's why God put you here. That's why you're into spirituality. Why do people go for a spiritual awakening? Because your life's lit. Because you love your life. Because you're happy. I don't know a single fucking person on a spiritual journey that came on a spiritual journey like, oh my God, love and light. I must get more of it. No. You came here because your life was shit and you were broken and you were questioning your sense of self. And you were probably lacking self-love. You were probably more rooted in self-hate. You probably experienced abuse, trauma, childhood wounding. Inner child is totally fucked up and ruined. You probably went through some kind of level of psychosis or near enough to that. Some depression, something on the spectrum that left you in a fucking state of despair, mate. And in that moment, you were like, shit, I need a new life. I need a new me. I need to believe in something bigger than me. Because the truth of the matter is, everyone can say, oh, spiritualists, all about themselves, spiritual but not religious, oh, we just love ourselves, oh, radical self-love, oh, so much ego, oh, that whole collective there, that leftist group, oh my God, they're just narcissistic and this and that. Let them say what they want. But at the end of the day, we all came on this journey with a reasoning, yeah? Which required us to look outside of ourselves for the answers. And we did that, and we found that in spirit. We found that in the higher self. We found that in the higher vibration. We found that in frequency and consciousness. And we use that thread to align to the Most High, which we believe in our own unique ways. And what's so beautiful about the spiritual community as well is we're non-conformists because there's so many of us. Shaman, spiritual, starseed, light workers, rainbow, all the indigo, all these fucking different names, all these different beliefs, all of these different gods, and we're allowed to have them all. It's free and it's liberating. So why not do that? Why not seek a sense of self that's more purposeful and meaning to you than conforming to a standardized narrative that isn't relatable? You know? So I hope this finds you well. And I hope you keep moving forward knowing that you are fucking triumphant. You have grounded yourself in this new reality even when all the odds are against you. And no longer in this lifetime will you have to allow your throat chakra to be tied down to benefit another person. Because you are free and your truth is your truth and it affects someone else. Then fuck them. They shouldn't have done that when they did it then. Live truthfully, live righteously, live in the light, and you don't have to worry about someone's going to out your darkness. End of.